Okay, so let's continue with this. Let's first finish the head. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna select all this half and we're gonna delete it. And then I wanna connect this. Let's select all these edges by going to edges, and then I'm gonna click my shortcut, but oh, wait, you can click, you can select and click here and connect. And let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay, this 9. And let's connect these two. I'm doing the shortcut again, which is Shift 1, but I'm not sure if that's default or if I I don't remember if I created it. But you can select both and click connect and then Q to confirm, or you can go with the multi-cut and just connect them like this. Okay, so now of course I don't want all these edges going all the way around, so let's see. Let's select these two. Yep. Yeah, something like that. And let's replicate that in the bottom half. Oh, and by the way, I'm selecting the edges and then clicking merge collapse, collapse edge, and that makes them like join these two. Here with here, here with here. Get this. Okay, so now we have this. So I wanted to merge this here because I don't think it's that round. It's more like a sharp. Let's see. Okay, I cannot find. And let's delete this. Okay, so now let's go and select all these edges. I'm gonna wait. Let's see. Um, okay, I'm gonna duplicate it and I'm gonna save it in the low for now. What's this? Okay, let's delete all the history, and I have this, and I can hide it by clicking Control H. Okay, so now I'm gonna start creating the support loops for this one since we have the main shape. Oh no, wait, no. I'm sorry. Let's then duplicate it again. Let's create the hole in the center. Let's combine arch vertices. Okay. So I'm gonna delete this. No. So let's duplicate this one. Let's isolate them and let's go Boolean, shift right click, Boolean difference. Q or delete history by clicking here. And now, okay, okay. Oh, and I missed here, but it's fine. Let's fix that. So let's select all these half, so we can just work on one half and then duplicate it again. Okay, so let's connect this. center to here. Just connect this one here. Let's see because let's do 4 here. Like I said, select the edges and then connect and select the number or the shortcut you have, and then just like if you do the shortcut like Shift C with the middle mouse button, you select how many edges you want. Or if you go with the button, like I showed previously, you just change here to 4. And Q to confirm, and then let's connect. Here, let's do 3. Also, I wanna let's select all these for now. Should have done this before, but it's fine. We can still do it. Okay, let's select all of these and let's just move them a little bit here for now because I want to have some room for when I'm doing the support edges. I want to have room to modify how soft or how hard this edge is gonna be, and then I'm gonna make it back here. But for now, I want to move it out so I have room to work, and then I can move it back. It's fine. So also for this one, I wanna do the supports and then position it. Also, let's select all these edges and merge to center these ones, and let's connect here at the bottom as well. Did this here and this here. Okay, so now let's duplicate again. And it's on the Z-1. Combine. So now this is, maybe we're gonna end up moving. Yeah, let's just do it like right now. Let's do it at the same time. Let's just slide them, and to slide is Control Shift, and then just use the handle you wanna move this here. So now let's select all these faces. Control right click to edges, to edge perimeter, and then let's do a bevel. Then like that. And as you can see for this one, I do bevel, and I select the segments, and I can modify the fraction. But I'm keeping the chamfer on, which is gonna apply the bevel to the geometry. Like it's gonna be forever here. And if I do chamfer off, it maintains the shape I had before, but just adds the support loops here, which when I click 3, it's the same. But I don't know. I sometimes prefer this one, like chamfer on. I normally only use this one, or it depends on the project and what I'm doing. But for this one, I think this one will work fine. Uh, and also, I was thinking for these ones, you'll see in a little bit, I'm gonna keep them off because I want to change the the. For example, I'll show you. I'll show you here. Let's do off and let's move this like super close. And if I keep them super close and I hit 3, it's gonna be super sharp. But let's select these 3, for example, and do off, and I'm gonna keep them more separate. Like look, the bevel is like rounder. The bevel is like rounder here, and here's super sharp. But what I'm trying to say with this is for the axe, I wanna keep like a very sharp, I think. This one is supposed to be. Okay, yeah. So I want to keep a very sharp edge here, and and here not as. For example, I will show you. Even though it's sharp, in 3D, you might want to avoid like super sharp edges because it makes it look like it's a mistake. For example, if someone, I don't know, like sometimes it looks like a mistake even though it might not be. If I leave something like extremely sharp, never do this because it looks wrong. Uh, but so if I leave it super sharp, even though here in the reference it's pretty sharp, if you try to bake this to the low poly, you might not get that good of a bake because the sharpness is like very close to what the edge looks without any support loops or any subdivision. So so what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna leave the sharpness here really close, and I'm gonna uh, pull apart the support edges here just a little bit more. Like not, don't think I'm gonna make like a complete opposite. For example, I have here. Here doesn't look that sharp, but I have no idea why because it's the same piece. But let's see. Also here, you cannot tell that much because of the paint or the wear it has here. But so that's why I'm gonna do like a in between. Here it looks sharp again. Here is pretty rough, so it looks extremely sharp here. But let's not base ourselves on that. Look here. I think this is something like somewhat what I want to do, like somewhat sharp, but somewhat like so. Okay, let's stop talking and let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna delete again the half, so it's easier. Okay, so let's select all the edges we wanna apply. Support edges too. And let's select all. It doesn't matter because we're gonna mess with separation, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this one. So let's do this for now. For example, since I selected all of them, even if I try to do like a big fraction, it doesn't allow me to go that far because this one doesn't have that much room to go. If I only were to select this one, or maybe this one, I would have like one would be way further apart than if I selected all because it's taken into consideration like all the. But for now, let's keep it like that. And I did chamfer off, as you can see, so the bevel is not applied to the geometry. And as you can see here, I can get the sharp edge that I wanted. And I'm gonna move here because I don't want this one, but you'll see, you'll see. Let's add a blend material, delete history. Let's make it darker so we can see if we're getting any problems with the shading. Okay, so I'm gonna select from here to a little bit like this. Let's select this. And here is what I meant. Even with me moving this one out, I still have not that much room, but it's fine because we don't want to spread this too much apart because in the reference it's still pretty sharp. But like I said, we don't want to make it that sharp. And let's deselect these ones. Let's slide these ones just. Okay, let's just do these ones a little bit. And let's, yeah, maybe it's even too much. Yeah, I think it's maybe too. I don't know. Okay, let's leave it like this because we're gonna bake it and make sure we get a nice bake. So let's just exaggerate it, but know that we're trying to make it as close as possible in this part because we're using the reference, right? I know that before I said we're not making it one on one, but I mean 1 to 1. Also here, I'm gonna push them a little bit up. Let's deselect these ones and push these a little bit. This one's I wanna move. Okay, okay. I'm backing up because I selected the wrong ones here. Let's see. My bad. Yeah, something like this. It looks nice. And here we get like the difference in sharpness because here it's supposed to be sharp, like the actual blade part. And also I wanna, once you get too close with the camera, it's hard to pan around, but it's fine. I wanna also separate this. Let's see how it looks because I don't want the sharpness in this part. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Also here. And this is nice when you're using the like chamfer off instead of on. It's nice because you can also control it like that. And like I said, it's case to case scenario. Yeah, it's looking nice. Yeah, and I added one more loop there. Okay, so we can delete history. Let's. Oh no, duplicate. I think I duplicated. Oh no, it's fine. Let's combine them. Yeah, we can leave it like that. Also, as you can see, I didn't added support loops here. because like we were saying earlier, this is like in the reference, it's like a rounder change of direction. It's not um, it's not sharp. So we can leave it like that. Let's bring back the handle and see how it looks. Nice. And also, I don't think I need to make it even like that. It's really nice right now. So okay, we have the head part finished, and we can start for this one. I'm gonna leave the high poly for this one at the end because it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna add the supports here, and it's done. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I wanna keep it low for now. And I'm gonna do the straps, the strip straps, or however you call them, like all these leather parts here and here and here. I'm gonna start with this X pattern, and then these ones are the head. Let's see, we'll see. So let's do that. Okay, for this part, we're gonna. I want to. Let's create a helix. Or let's make it uh, this, like this. Something like this because okay, as you can see here, it ends. This is where it's going to end, and of course, I'm not gonna continue this like. Let me show you. For example, these strips that are here continue here and then they wrap around here multiple times or something like that. But I'm not gonna do that, so I'm trying to make this line end here, and then I'm gonna create the other ones that are gonna go like this, and it's gonna look like they continue and wrap around, but we're just gonna fake it. We're gonna leave this one here, and the other ones are gonna be like on top of this one, and it'll look like uh, they they continue. So okay, let's see. So now after creating the helix and the main shape, let's select just one edge that goes around, and it's modify, convert, um, polygon edge to curve, and then we can delete this one or you can hide it. And let's see. Oh, maybe I left. I don't think it matters. Wait, let me let me hide the. For example, here you can see the camera. So let's go show cameras, and so that we're not able to select it and make a mistake or something. So yeah, let's leave it like this for now. Or let me check something and let's see how much it will affect. Yeah, let's go back. Let's make the helix. Let's make the subdivisions are these ones. Make it like 20 or 24 or something. Let's select this one and then let's go again. Modify, convert polygon edge to curve. And now I think it's still too much, but it's fine. We can reduce the one we're gonna use for the low poly. So what we can do now is yeah, let's select the curve and the handle, and let's go to deform, shrink wrap, and closest, and then let's go create. Okay, so we got this, and it messed up. Let's rebuild it. It's fine. So let's duplicate the curve and let's scale it on the x-axis to the -1. I'm going to select both curves. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to continue this curve and I'm going to connect it with the other one, with this one. Like it's going to go like this. So let's do that. Let's select this one and then we can go curve, add point. Delete history. Curve, add point. Okay, as you can see, now I'm adding points, but from the other side. So what we can do is we can go curves, reverse direction, and now we can go curve, add points, and now we can do it. Okay, let's go front view. Just make it like this. Select them. Okay. So let's get proper. I'm gonna select both because I think I went too far up. No, this is not. Okay. I always find working with curves like somewhat tedious, but this will make it look nice. Okay, so it's the option attach. I think it's just attach. Yeah, you can hide these ones. And after we create like the surface we're gonna create for this, we can still modify the curve. So it's fine. Like you can leave it like this for now, even though it's not perfect. And once we see actual um, the actual strips, we can modify to make them look as close to the geometry as possible. So let's leave it like this and do that. So I duplicated the curves and I'm gonna move them down like this. I'm gonna select both. Let's go to curves and surfaces and click loft. And maybe they're too. No, let's click loft and we can select the second curve. We can move it not that thick, like something like this. And then we can click the lofted surface and we can go modify, convert nerves to polygons, click 3, Control E, and let's give it some thickness. I'm gonna hide this just to see. Yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, we can still modify, like for example here, we can move them so it's not that like overlapping like this and it looks like it's going over. But also here, even though it's because my curves were not perfect, it looks more realistic. But I'm gonna still modify it. So I can unhide this. And I can go to, can start like moving it up or down. Something like that. For example, here. Something like that. So just tweaking it a little bit to make it look better and not overlapping. Okay, so now we can hide this. Okay, so now let's create these ones. So for those, we're gonna duplicate this and hide the original one. And I'm gonna do like, yeah. So what? I'm gonna do the multi-cut and I'm gonna do multiple cuts like these and overlapping. Okay, so work with those for now. Let's go modify. And this is gonna be like super tedious, but we need to do it. So let's go modify, convert polygon edge to curve. And again, I'm clicking G, G, G. And I'm gonna hide this for now just so I don't get confused. And for these ones, let's go curves, curve, rebuild. and then delete history, and then I'm gonna duplicate it and move it a little bit down and select both of them, and maybe a little bit more. And we're gonna do the same, like the loft, and a little bit more. Let's make them a little bit thicker, okay, like this. So now let's select this one and the same curve, rebuild. Let's center and delete history, duplicate it and move it down, and loft. And for this one, surface, reverse direction. Okay, for this one, was it? Yeah, for this one, the same. We can curve, rebuild, up. And let's go duplicate, loft. Let's go this one, curve, rebuild, and again, up. Surface, reverse direction. And this one, same, curve, rebuild. And now let's select all the loft. Let's see if we can do all that at the same time. Yeah. Click 3 and actually and also actually I'm gonna hide all these because it's getting super hard to work with them. And let's select all these, trying to, I'm gonna move this one down, just move it a little bit out. Yeah, something like this. And also I'm gonna duplicate this one and rotate it a little bit. Soft selection with P, and I'm gonna move. Like this. Yeah, something like that, so we don't get overwhelmed with. And for example, here, if I click this, I can see somewhere there and somewhere there. If we were gonna do like individual strips, which I don't know if we should. Like I said, with this is just a lot of tweaking and making sure it looks nice. Here, we still. Okay, like I was saying, I wanted to keep all of these ones in a single like a very low poly one, and bake the information, which is probably what I'm gonna do. And for this one, since they're like bigger and not that much, I want to keep them like a low version of these ones. So what I was trying to explain is that we're trying to close as many gaps as we can, because otherwise it's gonna be hard to bake. So for example, here we can make this one. So something like that, because this gives the idea that the strap is going around, but also we're not making it too much so that we get overwhelmed with a lot of pieces. So this looks nice. Okay. Also, I'm gonna duplicate them, combine them. I'm gonna scale them on the Y. Actually, let's scale them axis. And we're gonna use just the same for the bottom, so we save some time. Even though I know on the reference it's like a lot here, but let's not do that, and we can just, let's see. Now let's scale them. That, and we can even scale them a little bit. So now we're just missing the straps in the middle, which for those, this is what I was trying to explain. Um, Select everything. Also, another technique we can do for this one is, for example, let's create two edges here. Select this and let's go, I think, duplicate faces. And we have this piece now. We can, we can scale it. Let's make them very thick so it's easier for us. Somewhere here. I don't know. Yeah, somewhere here, and then we can start like going like this and that. So we can combine them and select here, and let's see, shrink wrap and extrude them out. It's something like that. And I just did it really quickly. Or we can also like go again with the create polygon primitive helix. Where is it? Here. Something like this. Let's go modify, convert. Let's do this. Can go deform, shrink wrap. Let's deselect this one and here, and we can scale it. Both these axes. Select them both. Go to curves, loft, surface, reverse, modify, convert nerves to poly. Something simple like this. But no, that's not what we want. Like this. But I'm trying to show you like multiple ways you can do it. So let's delete this and this. Okay, so now what we're gonna create is the middle straps. So I already added these two loops with the multi-cut here. So let's just select this and duplicate the faces. And let's here. And use the transform tool to make it something like this. Okay. So now let's duplicate it and let's start like just adding it how we want it. This rotated. Oh. And it's just a matter of like tweaking it and like I said before, like this is just a little bit tedious. Something like this. So now we have, let's fix it like before. We have this and we're only missing the top part. So let's work on that one. Okay, so for this one, let's do something different. I created a cylinder and I'm gonna grab these two, duplicate it, Shift P, Shift P, and combine them. Let's isolate these two. Let's select these two vertices, delete it. Let's position it where we would want it, somewhere here. And let's select this one, then the mesh and shrink wrap, but let's change it to vertex normal, closest if not intersection, and let's hit apply. Let's deselect these and let's give it a little bit of thickness. Let's add some supports here. And let's fix the parts that are crashing. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because this way it looks like it's tensing instead of just somewhat wrapping around it. Something like that. Let's select these two. Bring it out like this. Okay, so let's just mess with it until we're satisfied. Yeah, something like that. And let's create another one. We should have duplicated the other one, but it's fine. Let's try to. And we're doing the same with this side, just fixing where it's intersecting with the the axe. So we can delete this one. Let's, oh wait, no, we need to delete. Okay, so now we have this. And yeah, this is our complete modeling of the axe. In the next part, we're gonna be doing the low poly and preparing everything for bake, and then we can start texturing and making this final. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next part.